Hi, what's up, friends? I am chilling in the van. It's a beautiful October evening, and you can't see out the window right now because it's dark, but I have a killer spot right next to the Hudson River. Hopefully no one's gonna come knocking on the window. One of the things that I do when I park in a spot like this is stay up and be ready to move if I have to. Hopefully if nobody comes by midnight. Usually that just means they're not going to come. I am being a little brazen. I've got lights on, I've got candles going, I'm hanging out and doing stuff in the van. I really wanted a domestic night here in my crib, and I was kind of missing that, so I'm having some fun. I did some organizing. I got all of my clothes organized again. This is something that I talked about a little bit in the video that I think that Patrick did from New Jersey Outdoors, but I keep all my clothes down here in these two bins, and then aren't they cute? They look like, see, they're national parks, or they're prints from national parks around the country. So I have these packet bags that are in these bins, and I know where they are. And then this is like my underwear and bras, and then this is like skirts and dresses, and over here are t-shirts. I really actually know. I had this plan that I was going to label them, and maybe I still will, with like those fabric labels like you put on a kid's clothes when they go to camp, but we'll see. So this is all organized, and I know that it feels really good because I have floor space. So that's always really nice. I did a full deep clean back in Vermont a couple weeks ago, which was awesome. I took everything out of the van and did like a full professional vacuuming. I did the laundry, so my sheets and clothes are nice and clean. And I didn't think that I'd still be here. I thought I was going to be in Vermont by now, but I had some administrative stuff to take care of here in New York, including dealing with a DMV thing. New York State really sucks in this regard. I had to go to the DMV and like prove that like I turned in my plates from when I lived here 3 years ago, and I had a cop telling me that he was going to give me a misdemeanor if I didn't take care of this ticket, and I paid a bunch of money, and it was a big pain in the butt, but I took care of that. I'm legally here and driving in New York State. Really stupid. I'm glad they got their money. I also had to get Nirmal's food. My cat eats special medicated food that I can only get from a vet. I have discovered that different states have different laws about this. The awesome vets that I met in Montana who got me my health records had no problem selling me the food without a script or anything. However, in different states, I've had to show the script, which I have a digital copy of just in case. But here in New York State, you cannot get this food unless the vet has seen the animal, which means that they would charge me $75 to $100 just to look at my cat here. To look at my cat to tell me that he can eat the food that he has to eat so that he doesn't get sick. It's really stupid. Anyway, so one of the questions that I get asked pretty often is, what do I do when I'm hanging out in the van at night? And I thought that I would make a video explaining what I do at night. I do a bunch of things at night besides my evening routine of like straightening up and throwing some things away and kind of cleaning up a little bit if needed, getting rid of garbage or whatever. I like to hang out. I haven't had the opportunity to kind of just hang in the van. It feels like a million years, but in a while, because I've been boondocking in places that are, I don't want to say public, but there's definitely people around. I'm trying to be dark and stealthy. So tonight I've got lights going, I've got candles going, and I'm really chilling in my rig. So a few things that I love to do. One, this is my meditation spot, and I do have some cushions here and blankets where I get pretty cozy and sit right here on my boot box and meditate. So I try to meditate at least once a day, but on nights like this, it's really nice. I can get the music going or some candles, or, you know, make the atmosphere just like I like, and meditate for a longer period of time. Maybe do a guided meditation with a teacher that I like on the Insight Timer, or one of those. Dharma Seed's also a really good one for that. The other thing that I've been getting into, I've been writing a lot, which I know that I talk about, but I've decided to be more creative. When I was in British Columbia, I actually found an ashram, and I think I posted some pictures of it in Instagram. Yeah, I definitely posted pictures of it in Instagram, but I don't know if I really have talked about it. While I was there, one of the things that the land and the space there inspired in me is visual creativity, or doing visual art. I haven't really done visual art in a long time. I don't fancy myself a fabulous visual artist. I mean, I do like to take pictures, but drawing, sketching, painting, not so much of that since my art school years a million years ago. I did go back to Bennington for my school reunion, and while I was there, I was really triggered into wanting to be more creative with visual art stuff. So visit to Yasadara Ashram in British Columbia, visit to Bennington College, and I've decided that I'm going to do more creative sketching, drawing, and see what happens. So here's my new setup. I'm pretty excited. I've gotten a whole set of like kind of a basic set of pencils. There's liners, and there's charcoal here and some colored pencils. Of course, because they seemed a little muted, I got some colored pencils, like brighter colored pencils. And I also decided to get a couple of different kinds of notebooks. We'll see what happens in them while I play in them. But just kind of thinking about how I can combine maybe writing with my artwork. This would be me. This is the rest of them. So I know that it's a little literal. I know I'm no Monet or Picasso or whatever, but I'm just playing with the idea of sketching and incorporating words and seeing what might come out of it. I don't know. So I'm going to be doing more visual stuff and seeing how that plays. Sorry about that. I guess I have to work on my video work as well, and see how that plays out as far as a new hobby to take up. I think that it's really, really important when you're living alone, van life, even when you're living with people, to keep your creative edge. I have found over the years that it becomes harder and harder to hang on to and utilize my creative edge. This van life thing definitely inspires ways to get the creative edge going again. That's why I make these wacky videos and give it a try. That's why I explore and sketch and write, or now I'm going to be sketching and writing, and just trying to find ways to take the different experiences that I'm having and regurgitate them into tangible pieces to enjoy. I am pretty excited that my visual artistry is sparked or inspired again, and I'm having fun playing with drawing. I don't know how much of it I'll share publicly, maybe a lot of it, maybe none of it, but I'm doing it, and I recommend highly that while you're on the road, or even just if you live at home or whatever, to make sure to reignite your creative edge and to keep that going. I'm pretty lucky that I continue to write. I feel like it's such a great way to express myself. Expressing myself through written word has been an important outlet for me my entire life. Definitely on the road, I have a lot more to say. And in these times where I'm chilling out on the rig and have nothing better to do, so to speak, I can't think of a better thing to do than to be creative. If you have questions or ideas or want to bounce something off on me, I'm happy to answer or talk about with you in the comments below. Thanks for checking out my channel. I know I'm not a influencer or rock star. I'm just an authentic van lifer sharing my experiences with you, and it's nice to talk to you. Have a great night.